The sun arose, the sea stood still, the crowd pursued with a hungry will. They sought the one who walked on the waves, who healed the sick and robbed the grave. Master, tell us, help us see how you came across the sea. Yet Jesus sighed and shook his head. You seek not the truth, but only bread. Do not labor, waste and strive for food that fades and won't survive, but seek instead the gift divine, eternal life in bread and wine. What work, what way, what wondrous deed must we perform to fill our need? The work of God, said Christ so true, is to trust in Him as He's revealed to you. Yet give us proof, a sign to see, like manna rained for those set free. Then Jesus spoke, that bread you crave was not from Moses, it was God who gave. My Father feeds, my Father sends the bread from heaven that never ends. Not for all, but for those who yearn, a gift of grace. Come taste and learn. Then give us this bread, the people cried. Their hopes arose, their fears left behind. And Jesus said with a voice so bright, I am the bread, your soul's delight. Who comes to me shall hunger never, who trusts in me shall thirst not ever. Yet some still doubt, though truth is plain. I came from heaven, my work is not in vain. My Father's will shall not be crossed. Of those He gives me, not one will be lost. For I shall raise through love untold the weary ones from dust and cold. The murmurs rose, the people frowned. Is this not Joseph's son we have found? How can he say, from heaven I came? We know his house, we know his name. Yet Jesus stood, and his voice was strong. Cease your doubts, you've hesitated too long. The Father calls, the Father draws, and those He brings shall join my cause. Your fathers feasted, yet they died. Their bread was dust, their hope denied. But I give life, my flesh is true, a gift not for all, just for the chosen few. Fathers feasted, yet they died. Their bread was dust, their hope denied. But I give life, my flesh is true, a gift not for all, just for the chosen few. The living bread what I bear. For all who taste shall have their share, and he who eats shall never die, but live forever in heaven high. The people gasped, their hearts grew cold. This word is strange, this tale is bold. How can he say such a shocking speech? How can his flesh give life to each? But Jesus stood and raised his hand. These words are true, they shall ever stand. Unless you feast on the flesh I give, unless you drink my blood, you shall not live. My body is bread, my blood is wine, the drink that makes your soul live fine. Abide in me and I in you, for life abundant, deep and true. The crowd was crushed, their hearts in strife. This is too hard, this talk of life. And many turned, their backs were shown, no longer called him their king, their own. Yet Jesus spoke with a saddened eye. Does this offend? Do you mean deny? The spirit is strong, the flesh is weak. True life is found by those who seek. But some still doubt and some betray, for not all walk the narrow way. He knew their thoughts, their hearts untrue, yet still he called a faith.